Then you had Howard Dean ignite people in 2004 in the Democratic primary for the presidential election against war criminal Bush. Howard Dean was like a Bernie before Bernie, and yet Dems rallied around last place finisher John Kerry, the flip-flop king, who didn't know what to think or feel until he heard it from a highly paid consultant. Howard Dean bounces back in 2008, leading the 50-state strategy for Obama, which gets Obama elected. Then honorary Republican RAHM Emanuel doesn't let Howard Dean into the new administration, and Obama lets the DNC and Democratic Party atrophy as Karl Rove turns state governments red and the Republicans build a ferocious ground game, while Debbie Wasserman Schultz overstays her welcome as the head of the DNC. So again and again, Democratic leadership have let Republicans set the narrative and jump through the hoops Republicans held up like little show poodles. Meanwhile, the big changes have come from outside the system, like the Indivisible Guide, MoveOn.org, Stacey Abrams movement, all built by people outside the system because official Democratic Party leadership eats its own and lets Republicans dominate discourse in our country. You can set the narrative by saying, hey, we're in a time of crisis and we have to do something about it, just like you have to say that right now about the pandemic. Nearly half of the country, as we saw with the 70 million who voted for Trump, don't care about the pandemic, don't trust the science, yet Democrats ran on a science platform. Do that now for winning the AI space race and providing a basic income for those who are going to lose their jobs from automation in the next 15 years. Do that now for climate change by embracing the totally non-controversial and common sense Green New Deal. It's insane that we're stuck with the same thinking of Al Gore's Democratic Party, of John Kerry's Democratic Party, of Rahm Emanuel's Democratic Party, and it's the outsiders who refuse to wait and refuse to ask for permission and are building what needs to be built. Science was on trial this election, and it was still close. It will still stay close because half of the country are the idiots that would have put Galileo on trial. Half of our country thinks people's intelligence is determined by their skin color. The Republican Party is an authoritarian party, and authoritarianism depends on fostering anti-intellectualism.